Oi, oi! Yous are so used to us covering the title-winning Newcastle United women. Well, I'm coming to make a mainstay over here with the men's team as well. Guys, I'm going to start with a bit of a controversial one. Causes more arguments than any marriage on this earth. Any government. 3 magical letters. VAR. I've been gathering some fan opinions and some personalities from the channel and seeing what people think. You'll get mine a little bit later in the video. But people, let's get into this one. Should it stay or should it go? Going on that, obviously this season, not just for us but a lot of other teams, VAR has been a very controversial subject this season. So in a nutshell, do you think VAR should be scrapped or do you think it needs worked on?
Scrapped.
Scrapped?
Worked on.
Worked on.
Yeah, I think worked on. It's not doing what it was designed to do. So it was supposed to be...
So scrap it?
Yeah, well, possibly scrap it.
I think a lot of it, they just need to get the rules in place, don't they, so everyone knows what's actually going on, because that seems to be the thing. Inches here and millimetres here for decisions. It's stupid. It's slowing the game down a bit, isn't it?
Definitely. And I think it's different people's perception of different ways of the game is going. So, like the one with Longy, that was definitely a penalty in my opinion, and I think they slowed it down so much it didn't look like a penalty. So it's different perspective of
clear and
people.
obvious decisions. That was what it was supposed to help with. Clear and obvious.
VAR.
Yeah.
Do you think VAR needs to be scrapped? Do you think it needs to be worked on? What's your opinion?
No, but we have paid. It's so many people we have paid for it, and it still doesn't work. So now I never liked the VAR. I think they should. I like the goal technology to see if the goal is allowed or not, but no, I don't like VAR.
It's controversial with the little inches and millimetres on offsides. It slows the game down, doesn't it?
Yeah, exactly. We had like Isak against what was it, Liverpool, Luton. Like we're talking about, we saw Coventry, Manchester United now. It's a joke, So now I don't think you should. When everyone doesn't even see if it's offside, why go in there and look for it? I don't understand it.
Big one.
VAR. Discuss. Well, I can't discuss it for too long, but what I will say about VAR is I think we've come to the stage that we know referees are going to make mistakes and make human errors, some that have benefited Newcastle United, some that haven't benefited Newcastle United. However, with the technology, those mistakes were meant to be reduced because, let's be honest, they're meant to be conclusive in terms of the evidence. However, we don't have the right people operating these decisions, let's be honest. Now, VAR was there for a reason. However, for me, keep goal line technology. I like the offside, the semi-automated offsides, because it is factual and you can't make a human error when it's right in front of you, and if you do, there's something wrong. But I think we're just going to have to accept that referees aren't perfect. They never have been, they never will be, and they won't be in the future. So for me, scrap VAR and just try and get the rest of it done okay, because the rest of it to become a little bit better, because let's be honest, it's not benefiting every team. Every team's having, especially in the Premier League, having moans and groans. And, Wolves were a team that mentioned that they just want to get rid of it. And I think a lot of teams would like to get rid of it, but I just don't think it's just going to be outnumbered, unfortunately. I think 14-6 is the vote that you're allowed to have. I still think too many clubs at this moment in time would like to keep VAR and trying to improve it. But for the stadium, in terms of being able to celebrate a goal, we've lost that with VAR. So we'll see what happens. But I would get rid of it.
VAR. Big controversy this season. So I'm going to say, do you think it needs scrapped or do you think it needs worked on?
It needs worked on. It needs proper people who can actually, handle it.
Yeah.
And take the right decisions and be less biased. Probably kicking open doors there. I don't know. It's just, it should work, but not with these people that are on it right now.
Good old VAR. I think had you asked us at different points this season, I would give different answers. We've had so many decisions over the years go great for us and some absolute howlers. I mean, in the past 2 games, we've seen that Anthony Gordon should have had a penalty at Man United away. Brentford away should have had a penalty yesterday. I really don't see how that was a free kick on the edge of the box. Lewis Hall on his standing leg is firmly in the box, yet the referee pulls it back and gives the free kick. I think the technology on paper should be a brilliant addition to the game, but it's just the people using it, it's not being used right. You know, the total lines of clear and obvious have been totally blurred, and I just think it's taken that kind of excitement away when you score a goal, when you awarded a penalty. It's not for me, and I think it probably would be for the best if it was scrapped. You know, you've got the automated offsides come in, which I think that is a great piece of technology, and it's totally taken away from the officials in this country messing anything up. And it's quite ironic that the best official in the country is a Newcastle fan, so he'll never do one of our games. But hey ho, yeah, I think I'm firmly on the side of scrapping VAR.
You're a stat man, you'll have a very good opinion on this. VAR. Should it be scrapped? Should it be kept and worked on? What's your opinion?
Not a fan, mate. I don't mind goal line technology. Did the ball go over the line? Did it not? But VAR, I think football was never meant to be rugby or NFL. I think we look into things too much. You know, clear and obvious is not clear and obvious if 10 minutes later you're still thinking, was it out, was it not? No, I'd scrap it.
You weren't sick of VAR before, you're sick of it now. Look, in a nutshell, I agree with a lot of the things that have been said so far in this video. Thank you to all the fans who got involved. Thank you to the lads from NFTV who've got involved. Look, in a nutshell, I think it needs to be kept and it needs to be worked on. It needs to not be so convoluted. It is insane. But look, you've made it this far in the video. Thank you very much for listening. You've also got one more very special opinion, which I think this man sums it up in a brilliant way. I think he hits the nail on the head. That is the one, the only Sam Mulner. Guys, hit the like, hit the subscribe if you haven't already. It's been Joe from Newcastle Fans TV. Sam, I'll let you take it out.
Hello, Joe. VAR, in my opinion, well, my opinion has never changed on VAR. My opinion is that I like the technology. What can't speak can't lie, and there is a deal of improvement that has been made. Yes, of course, it comes with controversy, and of course, it comes with annoyance and frustration. But I do believe, really, that that's down to the PGMOL and the people that are using it. The training needs to be better, and at the end of the day, it's not quite there yet, but the technology is sound, I believe, and I think it will continue to improve. It just needs the officials to be a bit more consistent and a bit more a bit more competent at the end of the day, which isn't there at the moment. So VAR is here to stay for me, and yeah, it needs improving on for sure.